The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Maeve's and the Garavogue Bar.
It's roasting here, isn't it?
Very warm.
It is so warm.
It's very, very warm.
So we're back in the studio again.
Thank God.
In the HU, we're delighted to have it. Very big thanks to HU and to the Sligo Show for letting us have it.
Thanks, Sligo Show.
This studio was out of action for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Because they were re-insulating it and re-windifying it,
Now
I think.
it's a sauna.
And now they've turned it into a sauna.
It's what happens when you do any insulation.
Anyone there that's paying a lot of pound to go out to the hot box out in Ross's Point, don't be worrying. Just come in here to the HU. They're turning on the heating once a year now. And that should do it for about 300 days.
That's what's happening to all these new houses.
Yeah.
They insulate, everybody's gone mad in insulation and they've forgotten that it's no harm to have a slate broken in a roof.
We are being insulated to death,
Yes.
Ray, is what's going to happen to us.
I can't breathe.
So because of that, they're telling us, don't be burning any more fuel, any of you.
And now with the window open.
We're going, now we've the window open.
Yeah.
But they're saying we're going to insulate the building so well that you'll all smother. So, not that they've done that here in the HU.
But thanks very much for doing it.
Oh, it's so brilliant.
Really nice.
No, yeah, I mean, beggars can't be Kendys. I mean, we are delighted with this space, in fairness.
It's very good.
Well, I am, because I'm out of my house. I don't mind kids.
Have we ever have we ever drank water on the show?
This is my second one. Do I look like a giant? Do I look like a giant?
Kids ones. Come here, what about the cake I bought you?
I don't know if I could ace it, but anyway. Oh, Ray, I mean, just anyone on Patreon, have a right look at that. What a load of... Isn't that absolutely terrible?
So I bought a Swiss roll.
Yeah.
And just a standard Swiss roll, and I bought 2 3s to signify the 33 that you are. You're the same age as Jesus now, you know.
Am I the same age as whenever he went? And Kirk
and
Bain,
that was,
I think.
and that was when he went.
Is that when he went?
That's when Jesus,
Jeez, he was struck down the prime of his life.
Would you call yourself the prime of your life?
I'm in the prime of life now. But sometimes, though, you find people that say that about any age. Like, how old was she when she was 86? She was just starting.
She was just starting.
She was only going. She was only starting to get going.
But Brendan didn't bring any plates, knives, or any accoutrements to light the candles.
No, you didn't.
What?
You didn't ask Brendan to bring anything.
I think it's a team effort.
No, but you did. But that's all based on communication.
Yeah, but I did fail to communicate. I will admit that. But I would have thought he would have known.
So we can't eat it.
And I don't have the massive card that I got for you as well.
But the other thing is as well, Ray, why are you so worried about having it set up nicely with a Swiss roll? There's 2 ways you wear the Swiss roll, like a flute or like a harmonica.
It's a big wide flute.
I'd come out that like a harmonica.
You could do that.
That's the only way to come out a Swiss roll.
I may take that out of the shot there now.
And the other thing as well is, and I do shock people with this, but I have a savage technique of keeping things clean.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I do. If you're cutting a Swiss roll, I don't know who I learned this from years and years ago, but it was the best thing I ever heard. It's a big game of soccer going on outside.
There is, I hope people can hear it.
2 things. I do this with sausages. You know, if you get a pack of 16 sausages.
Would you buy 16?
I would.
The most I'd ever buy is 8, and there'd be 5 of them left behind that I'd never use.
I know, but like I'd go, I wouldn't have a sausage every morning now.
Would you have a sausage every morning?
I wouldn't have it every morning, but like... If I was ever making sausages, I'd make 3 or 4. Like I wouldn't make 2.
But would you have sausages most days?
No, I wouldn't have sausages.
No, thank God.
I'd have maybe 2 times a week.
Right.
So
and how many? 4?
Yeah, we do throw out a lot of sausages in our house.
Jesus.
Do you know?
Yeah, just stop buying the 16.
Yeah, but anyway, the
family?
point was you can cut through that packet very cleanly down the middle, and that's what cuts all the links in between the sausages.
Oh,
You're opening the package and you're cutting it.
Yes.
And you can do the same.
Can't do that with the 8.
But you can't do that with the 8.
You can't do that with the 8. Yeah.
You can cut a Swiss roll like that as well, and you'll have a lovely clean cut then. I don't know who said that years ago, but if you cut a Swiss roll with the plastic still on it.
That's what I was going to do.
Yeah, you're cutting it lovely clean. Yeah, but did you bring a lighter?
No.
Did you bring a knife?
No.
Did you bring plates?
No.
So
sorry, happy birthday.
This is the worst birthday party ever.
Yeah. Can I show you your card as well?
But it's not here, like.
I know, but the crowd that I bought it off. Wait till I see now.
8 grand.
How much did you pay for this card now, Ray?
So I'm going to give you this later and I'm going to write some really kind things in it.
Okay.
But this is what I got you. So have a read of it there now. And you can describe to the audience at home what I got you.
That's absolutely marvellous. How did you know that's so thoughtful? It says, happy birthday. Cheers to more celebrations.
Yeah.
That is Mo Salah holding the cake.
Yeah!
It's Mo Salah holding the cake before his hair transplant.
Yeah.
So
did he get a hair transplant?
Yeah, he got one during the summer. He shaved off his can and then he came back with
I thought that was the
peak.
best card I've ever got you.
That is unbelievable. I can't wait to see the real thing.
Yeah, sorry I didn't bring it with me. I was probably in the bag with the plates and the lighters. And
That is so good. I can't wait to get that.
Yeah.
You know, I keep birthday cards. Like, I will keep that.
Would you?
Yeah, like I have birthday cards from my 18th still.
Yeah. I have to give that. It's Pal Pack that does these cards. If
it's a fucking plug. He got it for free.
Yeah.
That's what's going on there now. I'm after realising.
Can we talk about traditional Irish music groups?
Yeah.
right?
What do you mean now by traditional? How traditional are you talking?
So, you know the way the traditional Irish musicians all tend to play in a group.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of traditional Irish musicians now that all of a sudden are heading out playing fucking Spruce Springsteen songs. And, you'd be kind of going, are you
They're
traditional either?
diversifying a good bit.
I'll tell you one thing about a band that I won't mention their name. We were on the same bill as them one time, and they were kind of a country folk, traditional Irishy kind of a band, right?
Yeah.
And in order for us not to cross over on set lists, their manager sent us their set list.
Yeah.
They were playing Green Day. They were playing Oasis. I was like, hang on a minute. That's our set anyway. You're supposed to be the folk
they should stay in their lane.
Stay in your lane and don't play our lane, which is everything.
Yeah.
We're the only ones that are allowed to play everything.
We're the everything lane.
We don't
play trad.
Yeah, but that's... but we can friggin' flip out a bit of shipping up to get, all the same.
That's not trad,
No, but the thing is, though, with our groups, though, is that as trends come and go, we're the ones that can kind of... We'll keep going because we'll play them all. But then they're coming out there with their fiddles and their bodhrans and they're playing Don't Look Back in Anger.
That's not what I wanted to talk about.
I just want to get that off McKendy. Yeah, go on anyway.
So I've noticed lately with trad groups, as you notice them, they'll be all sitting around in a pub perhaps, right? Or outside in a pool area if they're abroad in Spain.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden things get kind of, het up. Everybody's kind of, woo! Yeah?
Huge.
And then next thing, they all stand up on something. So they stand up on the chair they're sitting on or the table they're sitting beside. And I've noticed now it's very much like when Westlife used to stand up for a key change.
I was just going to say it, and you can't talk about Westlife in Sligo.
No, because
you get taxed if you do.
Sligo County Council tax.
Sligo County Council tax. Yeah, you mentioned Westlife. So sorry, no, lad, we're not going to say
the whole thing is copyrighted.
Yeah, they don't get any money off Louis Walsh anymore. They make all of their income
when people mention them.
off the mention tax. Yeah. The Westlife mention tax that they get from anyone. I say that to people at my gigs. Would you play a bit of Westlife? First of all, I always say where are they from? That's what I always say to people. And then I say I can't play Westlife because every time you play a Westlife song, you have to pay the boys in Sligo. You can't.
That's true. Yeah. And would you drop the money out to their house?
I do often drop the money out to the house.
I do meet.
They've asked me to Revolut them.
Is Shane the buck with the big Land Rover? He is.
Well, they both have the same G-Wagon.
I'm sure they're
not Land Rovers, they're G-Wagons.
They're G-Wagons, yeah. So I do meet him coming down the road when I'm going out to work to Ballina in the morning.
Lovely.
And he always looks like much more peaceful than me in life.
It's probably the money.
It's probably the money.
It's probably that you're driving an 07 Renault.
Renault. As someone called it on adverts last day, a tragic. A Renault tragic. Now, it was obviously a spelling mistake, but I thought that's
it was a Freudian slip. Yeah. But he's driving a G-Wagon, so he's probably a lot happier with his air-conditioned vehicle.
How much for a G-Wagon?
I think
they're very reliable.
Will you look it up there? They're probably 120, maybe more, 140.
There's probably no
Brendan.
point looking it up. It's a bit like going in asking to test drive one. There's no point.
No, but it is interesting to know how much they are, like how much a new Mercedes G-Wagon. But it is the one thing I was thinking during the week. We'll come back to your stuff. 120 to 199,000.
Yeah.
And that all depends on probably. Well, you get shade in the car, would you? But the thing with that is that Mercedes are very bad for so that 120 grand version of it is only a status symbol because there'll be no extras.
There'll be nothing. No,
so you'd be better, honestly, you'd be better off buying a
gears.
Vauxhall. There'll be nothing in it.
Gotcha.
Anyway, what was I saying again to you there now a minute ago? If you got rich tomorrow, me and you both make it big. The two Johnnies are crying. Well, why the boy so big? Like that, right?
Yeah.
What's the car that you buy? Because I think it says a lot about you. So you're buying a car tomorrow with all your money.
Oh, so I have all the money now.
What do you buy?
Apparently, the book, the CEO of Ford has come out and said the Xiaomi car from China or Japan or somewhere apparently is the best thing he's ever driven.
I had a Xiaomi phone. It was a pack of shit.
So I don't know why the man that runs Ford is saying, Jesus, this is a great car.
He obviously has an investment.
So something's going on there.
Yeah.
But I don't know, what car would you get? I'll have a think now for myself.
I think if you're looking at the kind of middle of the road, we're not going to buy Lamborghinis, So if we're looking at just luxury cars, right?
Yeah.
We're either buying a BMW or a Merc.
Okay.
And I want to know which of those two are you buying?
Neither. I'd buy a Renault Austral.
Jesus Christ almighty, Rachel.
I'd keep it French. It's a big lump of a Renault Jeep. I seen it abroad in Spain and I fell in love with it there and then. And you can keep your Mercedes-Benz and your BMWs.
Go ahead.
I want a nice, easy-going, comfortable Renault Austral.
Well, I think your nice, easy-going, comfortable there's only one other option. But anyway, okay.
What's
so you're wait, what does a Renault Austral look like?
Austral looks beautiful, so it does.
Let me have a look at an Austral.
It's a gorgeous-looking yoke. I seen one in red. People can look it up.
If this is the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
It's not. The French are always great at making beautiful things.
Renault Austral. You can't even get them in Ireland.
No, you can't get them in Ireland. No. Yeah.
Oh, it is lovely now.
It is beautiful now.
Oh, it is. Do you know what it's like? It's like the 5008.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, do you know what? Now, what you asked is a very open-ended question.
It was a little bit of an open-ended question.
If I had the big money, but let's bring that down a small bit.
Okay.
If I had $3,000.
Stop.
This is a much more fun conversation.
No, well, the conversation, we will get to the $3,000 conversation. The conversation I want to have is that if you had said BMW, I'd be like, you're an awful prick.
Why?
Well, because that's kind of, it's almost like, you know who's an awful bollocks? The fella who buys a BMW.
Oh, so you think BMW...
I think me as a more...
What is giving you... I used to have a friend that used to kick wing mirrors specifically off BMWs when he see them.
Well, he's a prick as well.
I don't know
why.
why.
Bollocks. Your friend.
But come here, why?
They have a bad rep, like.
But who gave them the... Can you remember the
and
rep?
It's young lads with money that buy BMWs. Sorry, Steno. It's young lads with money that buy BMWs. But if I came into money, I would buy a Merc. I'd buy like a C220 or something.
But haven't Mercs become... we've turned
they're
the
old man.
Here now.
Yeah,
but haven't they ruined the front of them?
No, I think they're more beautiful than ever.
No, they're not. They're plasticky, old pucky, old sowy, old shite.
I think the big emblem on the front now is more beautiful than ever.
It's not. It looks plastic. And there's riddled with cameras. Who needs cameras? It's a car. It's supposed to drive.
We need two cameras here.
Shoot a movie.
We could barely get fucking two cameras working here before this thing started. No, I know. I mean, I just think that's the classy choice. I think the BMW is, God forgive me now for saying this, but it's a bit of a, what you do for a living, don't be asking.
Don't be asking that
it's
question.
It's all right. I just have to meet your man late tonight.
Wouldn't it be nice to have that persona? Do you know?
Why are you wearing that white Canada Goose jacket?
What if you had $3,000? What would you buy?
If I had £3,000, what would I buy?
And there's a loaded question because I have a couple of things in my mind that I want to get.
Okay, well, I would buy a Renault as well, or a...
Would you?
I would, or a Peugeot.
A Peugeot?
Yeah, because they're cheap cars because they're French and they're shit.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of bells and whistles that will work for a year or two.
Yeah.
For a year or two. And if you're spending $3,000, you
might as well get a year or two.
To get a year or two out of an old car like that. But that's what... So you're going to buy that Renault. I mean, it'll be a bag of shit.
The Austral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's only going to be $26,000, so...
It's more than that.
Is it?
Yeah.
You're getting fucking blown out of it.
I was looking at a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter.
Yeah, because that's a German-made car, Ray.
Yeah.
Made by one of the finest nations ever. I think in around the 40s they peaked. But I think ever since then the German nation has come on leaps and bounds.
It's a 2001 version. It's for sale down in Ballina. It's partially converted into a camper. It's maroon. And I fell in love with it when I seen it. So if you happen to listen to the podcast and you want to get in touch to offer it to me at a lower rate, behind my wife's back.
Yeah, but make sure you go behind Ray's wife.
Behind my wife's back. Then I don't mean physically behind my wife's back. Don't be offering it. Don't be standing behind her going, would you like the van? I mean, figuratively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I'd like to then put out another little announcement to those people as well.
Yeah.
Please do not be offering stuff like that to Ray because he has a tendency to buy that shit.
Yeah.
I have often stopped on the side of the road with Ray to have a look at vans that he said, I'd like to save that van from the scrapyards, and you felt an obligation to do so.
Yeah.
You know?
I like saving inanimate objects. And I just thought this little Sprinter down in Ballina looked like it could have another life with me. Do you know?
But you have
I'm pure
perfectly
sentimental.
working van.
I do, but I have. There was times in my life where I used to drive those Sprinters when they were brand new.
Yeah.
So I used to drive them, and I loved them. And now I want to return to those times in my life. And that's wrong, and I need to get out of that because what in the world do I need a big old
Have you
van?
thought about mental health facilities?
I know I should.
And perhaps some kind of care because you shouldn't have.
I probably need to delete 3 apps off my phone.
Adverts, Tinder, and Grindr.
And Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is my worst.
Well, Facebook Marketplace...
I've noticed lately I've become really addicted to it.
Facebook Marketplace is... I mean, it's so much better than adverts now.
Yeah. Everything's on it.
Everything is on it.
Yeah.
But I mean, mine is just full of golf clubs.
Yeah.
So every day my Facebook tells me, you won't believe what I found today, Mark.
Exactly.
Wait, you see
But this is terrible.
Yeah.
Do you know,
it says to me there's a Sim Max 2 here for $250, Mark. You won't find it like this again.
And you also find, and this is obviously maybe just an observation, I find that if the more Arabic the name selling it, the less likely it's for sale. The more likely that someone has taken a screenshot of something that was for sale from someone else, and now they're saying, "Well, I'll see how we get on here now." Is that the wrong thing to say?
No,
Can
it's
I
the
say
right
that
thing
in the
to
word?
say. No, we've already said that I think on this podcast before, but like because I've had some trouble with is still available coming up.
Is still available. Yeah. Just the more, and sometimes you can't even make letters out of the name. It's in a different language.
No, like I'm pretty certain I saw like a Batman symbol in one of them one time. I was like, that's not a digit or that's not a letter. So that can't
There's
be
an
working.
emoji in the name of the person selling
There's an
it.
emoji in the name. What's going on? No, that is racist, I think.
Okay.
Who gives a shit, Ray?
Yeah.
Who cares, Ray? Irish or pigs? No, it's okay.
No,
We've made
it's
it okay
now.
again.
Yeah. And we talk about the 18?
Why?
I don't know. I wrote this down. One of the days I was sitting there and I was going, wasn't the 18 great? Did you ever watch it?
Yeah, I watched the 18 when I was younger.
Wasn't it great? Every single episode, they just landed somewhere and they sorted something out for someone, but it always involved fortifying some sort of a building.
Yeah.
And
smoking fags.
And smoking fags.
Yeah.
Charming the pants off the local good-looking young one.
Yes.
And then driving a Jeep over a ramp that was disguised as a tree or a ditch.
Yeah, you're not going to believe
and then
this.
they flipped it.
Yeah, and then land back over, and then your man would still have the cigar in his mouth when they landed back over again.
And he'd say, "I'd love it when a plan comes together."
On blade.
No, that's different.
That's the man.
Yeah, that's Murdoch. I was talking about Hannibal.
No, that's B.A. Baracus.
No, B.A. Baracus.
B.A. Baraka. You know your man. That's fucking B.A. Baraka. He always had the fucking heartburn. Yeah. He wouldn't get on no plane. Yeah. And he was one of the toughest sons of guns going, man, but he would not get on no plane.
No, he wouldn't.
No way, man.
And they always used to find a new way of putting them on the plane.
Oh, they'd have to sedate him, they'd have to shoot him with monkey darts.
That wouldn't work now in Ireland. Like, I mean, there's no way you get through Dublin Airport with a sedated man that size.
Imagine me wheeling you in and you're drooling.
Out of it.
Where's his passport? Don't worry about it. Just get him on the boat.
There's some plot twists in this, like, and that's his thing as well. Like, obviously, they'd fortify a building, they'd shoot a load of bad guys, and they'd charm the pants off the local good-looking young one.
At the age of 60 and 70.
And then the cops would land just after. But surely they couldn't get that far down the road. Like, was there not a time where there was, how did they not catch them?
Well, have you ever tried to ring the guards for something before?
I rang the guards only the last night. There was cattle on the road outside Roar West. I rang Ballina Garda Station.
How long did it take Ballina Garda Station?
Well, in fairness, the lady was very prompt. They answered the phone straight away. Yeah. I says, "How are you?" There's a cow on the road outside Roar West, Sligo side, beside the bridge. And she's like, "Thanks very much."
They said, "That's not a cow, that's Big Nelly. She's just coming out to get you to have
you
a few
did the
drinks."
right thing for ringing us, and I was going savage. But I had a funny feeling that between the time the guards got there and the time I rang, it could have been an accident. It's an awful dangerous thing, cattle on the road.
Yeah. Do you get the conscience thing with that as well?
I felt like I should have gone back and stuck the blinkers on and sat there and become another reason why someone had hit something.
No, that's a good point. So me and a friend of mine were driving from Sligo to Galway.
Yes.
On the old famous N17. Someone had a song about it one time.
It's not that anymore.
What's it called?
It's now the N89.
What are you talking about? It's still the N17.
No.
You're dirty and it's good for nothing bastard. It isn't.
The strip of road that was the N17 that was kind of Clare Galway. You know, passing Clare Galway on the N17, that's now a different road designation because it's been replaced by the M17. I know our local Galway man is furiously typing into his Google to see what is going on here.
Yeah, but you're a dirty liar.
I'm nearly sure it's the N89.
No, it's not. It's the
They've
N17.
reclassified that road.
No, it's an M17 and an N17.
No, it's not.
I've never been more confident of anything in my life.
I think the N17.
It's the only thing I know in this world.
The N17 continues onto the M17.
It does.
But the strip road that was going from where you leave a Tuam into Galway, the Clare Galway way, that's now the N89. How does that song go?
I wish I was on that N89.
Stone walls and the grasses.
Song's now benign.
It is correct.
I am shocked. I was obviously I was gunning
did
in
you
on
know
that?
that?
No, I hadn't. I just said to you there, Ray, I've never been more confident. It's the only thing I know in my life. I haven't a clue if it was called the... I know what you mean though, but at the roundabout now it turns into the N89.
N89. And they rubbed Galway out.
Yeah, well, if only. But
they rubbed it off the sign. Yeah. Because they don't want anyone taking that road to get to Galway. Yeah. They want anyone that wants to go to Galway now is onto the motorway.
Which is a waste of time, by the way. Do not take the motorway. Anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, we were on the way. Conscience with stuff going on.
Yeah.
Gentleman in a van, an engineering firm in front of us, a Berlingo.
No. Small engineering firm.
All over the roads. Between Sligo and Tubbercurry.
Right. He left it or he was?
He was all over the roads.
Right.
Like as in a little bit all over the roads. And we were like, oh, geez, I wonder. I was like, I wonder is he on the phone?
Yeah.
You know? And then when it continues after 25 minutes or 30 minutes, I was like, something odd here.
Yeah.
And I would, like, the guy that was with me, fair play to him, said, I can consciously not ring the guards now, even though I know they're not going to come out and try and get this fella.
Yeah, but you want to be on the right side of your
You
conscience.
want to go, if there's a mad accident on the roads, I have actually tried to report this. Like, we didn't leave it, and then eventually your man got so bad on the road that he pulled in on the side of the road outside Charlestown.
Yeah.
And we rang the guards in Charlestown. And then we got put onto the guards in Castlebar, who then put us back onto the guards in Charlestown.
God.
Who then I think eventually said he was going to go out and have a look and see where your man was.
Your man probably be gone.
Yeah, by that time he said on the phone, look, he's probably gone by now. And then they said, do you know what they said before? This is still on the phone, like no one gone out yet.
Yeah.
Do you want to make a statement?
Nothing's happened yet.
To which my friend said, no, I just want you to go and check and see if your man is drink driving or not. He's pulled in on the side of the road. He's a half kilometre away from you. You could just come out and go and I don't know if they did or not. But
if that lad is listening and you did get a drink and driving conviction from that incident,
you're welcome.
It's great now that you can trace it back to more than the skateboard. I don't know.
He's going to be at the next live show. And I'm going to present him with a brand new fake license. That's it. No, the thing is, I've done that a few times though, where I have rang just to be like, at least I know now that.
Yeah.
Even if there's nothing, even if they're like, what are you on about? Then nothing happened. Your
and
man
it's nice
was
the
not.
way you can still ring the local Garda station and they actually answer.
Yeah.
You know, they haven't gone, hello, your call is important to us. Welcome to Ballina Garda station.
Jeez, you're really fucking zoning in on the Middle East here now, real. This whole episode.
It's an Indian call centre.
Is that
I'm merely trying to do, that's an Indian call centre.
Yeah. But that's the second time now
Well,
you've got in.
It's reality.
It is reality, yeah. I would really face reality a lot of the time now. But anyway, okay, Ray, if that's what you want to do. I watch a thing called, I've already told you about it. It's where they catch scammers. It's class. Oh, it's unbelievable.
Where are these scammers from?
They're not from, they're from Gertrude.
They're right, okay. Gertrude scammers. Fair enough.
They're from India, Ray. They're always from Calcutta.
There you are now.
They're always from
It's the scamming capital of the world.
It is the scamming capital of the world,
And fair play to them. They're making great pound.
No, it's not for bollocks. Scammers in Calcutta.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ray, I'm boiling over. Have you any other old crack?
I do, yeah. The next thing on my list is, did you see a certain quote from a gentleman in Bundoran recently?
No.
This is very small, and I wasn't sure about saying this, but
for fuck. Jeez, you're on the controversy tonight.
I might as well. There was a quote.
I'm so scared.
And I don't know, was it on Twitter or was it on Instagram or something, but I seen it and I laughed. And then I felt bad for laughing, but I still laughed. And I thought it'd be no harm to put the quote to you. Now, I couldn't find the quote when I went back to look at it. So I'm just going to try and paraphrase it.
That's worse again.
So I'm probably going to make a shite of it.
Okay, I legally have no obligation to what Ray's about to say here.
Yeah.
Now. Go on.
So they were talking about the fact that there's an awful lot of refugees moved into Bundoran.
Yeah.
Now, it mightn't have been Bundoran. It might have been another spot.
Have you any facts? Hang on now 1 minute, Ray. Have you any facts before we delve into what is the hottest topic in the country right now?
There's only a few people listening to this podcast. I think we're safe enough. So the refugees anyway are now living in Bundoran. There's enough scatter them. And apparently, at the same time as the refugees moving into Bundoran, apparently 3 brothels have sprung up about the town. Right?
I mean, that's just local enterprise. I mean, that's great to see.
That's great to see.
That's just a couple of young Bundoran women who said, do you know what, lads? We might as well make hay.
But that's...
Do you know what I mean?
The young gentleman...
We're not getting a whole around here. Everyone has his road already. So there's a couple of new boys in town. Let's get 50 off them each time.
The young gentleman that obviously had made this observation said that he doesn't see anything wrong with the 3 brothels springing up, because he said at least now you won't spend your whole night buying drink for
if you please,
spending money, so your hard-earned money buying drinks for some monster from Carrick and Shannon. You can go up the road. And your needs will be met.
You're down to the Allingham Arms and your wad smells like fucking silage, and you're buying her 7-Ups all night. And you're living with yourself.
And then she's telling you she has to bring her friend home. That's basically his observation.
Then her friend is going, Aisling, I want to go chipper. Come on, I want to go chipper. Everyone has chipper friends. I'm going chipper, Aisling. Come on, stop talking to him.
Do we talk about chipper friends before?
Chipper friends, yeah. Chipper friends. I've seen it happen to my mates. In Lilies and in Maves and in every place and the Garvogue up and down this town, I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
They get as far as they can with a young one.
Yeah.
And they go, oh my God, it's about to happen.
This is it now.
Right? And then her drunk chipper friend who didn't get a fella says, Aisling, I want to go chipper. I'm going now to chipper. Come on. And then she's, I have to go with her. I have to go.
Yeah, because you can't not go with your friend
because
to
she
chipper.
didn't get the ride. Then she can't let Susan get the ride.
Yeah.
Or Aisling or whatever.
And that's what this young gentleman was talking about. He said it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
more brothels.
Listen, I'm all for more brothels.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I don't want to... There's brothels in Sligo.
Yeah.
I know of their locations. There is, yeah.
Is there?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
I'm currently conducting a sting operation. I've done 16 missions.
16 minutes. In and out. Gather evidence.
Gathered a lot of evidence, right?
You're leaving something behind you
a lot
as
of
well.
forensic evidence. A lot of biological data has been.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there actually is them in Sligo.
No, there is brothels in Sligo. Yeah.
See, I'm so naive.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
driving
very
around
naive.
the town.
Yeah.
There's no drugs in Sligo. There's no brothels in Sligo. There's no crime in Sligo. I drive around the town every day. Everything's great.
I see all three of them on a daily
The
basis.
worst I get is maybe a dog that has gone straight from his house and he chases me down the market yard. And I run for my life.
Was it Jack Russell?
I was a little yappy little dog.
Oh, they're yappy ones are the bastards.
Yappy little dog. But it's funny. I know fine well if the dog gets near me, I'd be able to get around it because I'm a bigger person. I'm a bigger man than that dog.
Have you ever been bit by a dog before?
No, and I really wish it would. And my father and mother have instilled.
They've tried to get you bit by a dog plenty of times.
They've put a fear.
It's like getting chicken pox. We have to get this fella tetanus.
They've put a fear up inside me about the dogs thing. Because my father used to work for a department of government that needed to be provided with. He used to do a lot of house calls.
He had a canine unit.
And he had. He used to do a lot of house calls. Yeah, he was a drugs. No, started house calls, and the department of government gave him a yoke for dealing with dogs. That this high pitched.
Oh yeah, they go apeshit at a certain frequency.
A certain frequency. So if the dog was coming at him, he could press the button. Yeah. And the dog go apeshit, which I didn't think was a good idea because the dog was already going apeshit. You don't want to go
you don't want to double down on it.
Yeah, I'm going to go doubling down. Now I'm definitely going to bite you.
Yeah.
But between that now, my mother as well terrified dogs. I've probably grown up I'd be terrified of dogs.
Is your mum terrified of dogs?
We'd all in the house find them very unpredictable. We love cats. Cats all the time, every day.
It's funny that you say that, like you said to me there, you're big into cats, and I kind of half get it because like cats. You know what you're getting with them, which is no love or empathy. They couldn't give a shit about you. Yeah. And for the most part, they won't go near you. But the one thing I will say about cats is if they were any bigger, they would eat you without salt.
Would you? Yeah.
They absolutely would have no problem eating a human if they could. That's what are called tigers.
Are you doing what I do to you? Because you've been on your phone the last 2 minutes.
Right here, Ray, is a little video I'm just going to show you.
Oh,
this is outside Baby Ali's creche.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a cat playing with the mouse, not killing it.
Oh, yeah, no, cats don't just play it.
Look, they won't let it. He won't let the mouse run away.
No.
Like whatsoever.
Yeah.
Okay? So look.
Yep.
Look, the mouse is standing up to him and everything. It's like Stuart Little. Wait till you see the mouse stand up to him.
This is great in a podcast.
Isn't it? Look.
Yeah.
He's like Stuart Little, but the cat, and eventually the cat just picks it up, puts it in his mouth and takes it to another place.
Yeah.
So that's what a dog won't do. A dog won't play. A dog will only eat, and if you're loyal to it, it'll be loyal to it.
Yeah.
A cat is a bastard tiger, but just a midget version. It's like your man from Game of Thrones. But in a cat version of it.
In a cat version.
In a cat version of
You've reminded me of something that I wanted to do in today's podcast.
Yeah, go on.
But we were supposed to get the Bluetooth link to the roadcaster.
We have New York there, a new unit. So
do you think if I rang someone on speaker that it'd pick it up to the microphone?
I'm sure it would, yeah. Who are you ringing though?
So, have you seen this crack about, it's a thing on TikTok where kids ring and I don't mean kids, I mean like, adult children, ring their mother or father, right? And put it to them that they want to get their pet dog or cat christened.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do it to my mother.
That's a great idea. I can't do as my mother now, if that's what you're saying we can do.
No.
We could have done this. If we'd recorded any other day, it would have been absolutely mostly possible and it would have been hilarious.
Is your mother okay?
Oh no, she's okay. I just thought you were like, let's ring both mammies.
No.
My mammy is unavailable
just pick
today,
on my one.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
We're just going to try that now.
Okay, go on.
And sure, look, it mightn't work. But the way I'm going to run this is I can't pin it on us because if I tell her that Laura wants to get our cat christened, then I'd be afraid she'd say something, like
about Laura.
Yeah,
because
I don't want that.
She's liable to say, well, I never liked that bitch. I knew she was mental, Ray. And you should have never married her.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to put it like 1 degree of separation.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk about my sister Joanne and her husband Michael and their dog Railta.
Yeah.
So they have a lovely big, what you call them dogs? The big
Burmese Mountain
Kendys.
Yeah.
And they've had now this lovely dog, little girly dog, for quite some time.
Is it a girl dog?
Yeah. But in fairness, you wouldn't put it past Michael and Joanne to be go christening a dog.
Yeah, no. Should they christen the child and everything?
They're mad for stuff like that.
Mad for Christian
stuff. So this mightn't work, but I'm going to try it and sure, look, hopefully people will be able to hear it and things. So, and my mother mightn't answer as well anyway, but sure, look, let's just see what happens now. Come on, Carmel now. Oh, yeah.
Keep the phone right up to it now.
Right up to it there now. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's good now, it's ringing. She wouldn't be one for answering the phone too often now.
She always answers to me.
Yeah, we might have to wait till she rings me back. Could be dinner time at home.
Hello, Raymond.
How are you doing?
Not too bad, and you?
Not too bad now. You know Michael and Joanne have the dog?
Yes,
and
the dog is here at the moment, yeah.
Railta?
Yeah.
Do you know, now I know they're off in Spain at the minute, so I thought this would be a good time to ring in. They wouldn't be sitting there beside you. But have you heard what they're planning on doing with the dog?
No, I haven't heard.
They have, so apparently Father Harrison has started christening pets.
Oh, don't tell me the dog was going to be christened.
So Michael and Joanne have got on this on this trend, and now they've booked Railta in to be christened, because Joanne said it to me yesterday before she went off to Spain that they had planned to do it on, I think it's the second weekend in November.
Oh, God. What's that about? Michael will have a seizure if he hears that.
I was thinking Dad wouldn't be in favour of it now, in fairness. But I mean, did they say anything to you about it?
No, not a word. No. It was a lovely dog, really. I took the dog for a walk today. Would you believe it?
Yeah. And she didn't run away from you?
No, she was very good at me.
Very good. And come here, do you think she's worth christening? Like, do you think the spirit of the baby Jesus needs to get up inside in her?
No. That's not right at all.
No, I don't think pets should. No, because next thing Laura will want a christenula, and sure, we can't have that.
Oh, that's only a money spinner. What's this Father Harrison doing?
I think it is.
He's going against all. That was never done for animals, ever. That's not right in the church. I don't believe it is anyway.
That's what I thought.
Supposed to be.
No. Well, look, I'll talk to Joanne and maybe try and talk her out of it. I just think it's a daft idea, to be honest with you. And
yeah, it is.
Like, as well, she kind of is insinuating that we're all going to have to come to it as well. And I don't know, could I be arsed coming down for something like that?
No, it's a money spinner and it's silly. I don't know what that priest is up to.
That's all I was ringing about. Sure, look,
right, yeah.
I'll be chatting to you again. I'll talk to Joanne and see can I talk her out of it.
What are we doing tomorrow evening? Is it just meeting for a drink?
Meeting for pints. Yeah. Just meeting for pints, no dinners.
Very good. And will Laura come?
No, geez, Laura will be there, yeah.
Very good, very good.
Thanks a million, ma'am.
All right, thanks.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
I feel kind of bad.
I'm fucking sweating. She's going to ring Joanne now.
You're going to text Joanne going, what's this about getting the dog christened? I thought for a minute she'd rumbled me. I thought for a minute she was laughing about it.
I love the way every one of those videos I've seen, every old Irish person has said, that's a fucking money racket.
Yeah.
They all see through it as a... Is that the church again trying to get more money out of us again? Is that what that is? Are they struggling again? Oh, that was class. I hope she lets us put that in.
Oh, I doubt it. Well, see, that's the thing. I knew the best thing to do was ring her because she wouldn't mind. She'd knock a bit of crack out of it.
Yeah.
But if it rang my father now and he'd lost the head, there'd be no way that selection would
And
be
I
going
love
in.
the fact that she said your father's going to lose the head when
he's
he hears
going to have a seizure.
He's going to have a seizure. She'll tell him they're getting real to Christian and he'll just fucking drop and start fucking... I'm taking a fit. He's taking a fit.
That's good now.
Oh my God, you're going to have to tell her that that's a load of lies.
I will. We'll ring her after the...
Yeah, no, but like in the next half hour, you're going to have to text her and say, Ma'am, I was only joking with you.
Yeah,
text her now.
I'll definitely ring her.
Because otherwise, she's going to tell everyone that that's a plan.
See, Michael and Joanne are away on holidays at the minute, so we have a few days. We're fine.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm getting lightheaded now as well. That is class, Ray.
We have to address the 1,000 or so new American followers we have.
So let's talk about this.
Fair play to P.
Fair play to P. Did he do it or did he not?
Did he not? His family came out and said he didn't.
But Diddley used to kind of... The thing what it is...
His whole family, all of them, came out and said, no, we're with you, Dad. This is a load of shite.
Well, obviously...
So do you think it might be a conspiracy?
No.
Why are you so sure? You know nothing about it.
I know plenty about it. I know plenty about what goes on in that bastard west coast of America.
Right.
And in Hollywood.
Because you've been there several times.
I've been there loads of times.
You have. In
my dreams.
Yeah.
I know. Look, maybe it is conspiracy.
Yeah.
The thing is, you nearly have to keep it at arm's length, that stuff, don't you?
Well, you do, yeah.
Over here.
But in a good way.
We've enough to be worrying about.
But in a good way, us just commenting on the extremities of it.
Well, it flew us up in Instagram.
We were delighted. And we'd like to welcome all the new American listeners.
You're very welcome. Mad thing is...
2 new Playboy
models. What
models.
doesn't work on TikTok works on Instagram. What doesn't work on Instagram works on TikTok.
That?
Where did the Playboy models come from?
I said we have 2 new Playboy models.
Blue tick verified.
Blue tick verified Playboy models.
Should we say their names or no?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I couldn't find them.
Laura said to me, oh, there's another Playboy model. I was going, really?
So, we put out the P. Diddy video, Diddley used to, or there's no Irish people diddling. And all of a sudden, we got loads and loads. It went big in America. It got 400,000 views or some crack. And out of those couple of thousand new people that are following us, two blue ticked young ones who are Playboy models.
Yeah.
And my favourite part of that is, I love to think that they're sitting out in the waiting room.
Yeah.
And Helen is in getting the Diddies pictured. Right.
Yeah.
Not the P Diddies now. Sorry.
Yeah.
The
Diddies.
To get the old knockers pictured.
Yeah. Pictured. You're doing it really like that. Would you take a picture of my knockers?
So she's in there, and your man Pablo's on the lens.
Yeah.
And he's saying, take off the bra there, because I go take a picture of your old knockers there now. Right?
Yeah.
For the Playboy.
Yeah.
And we give you £50 and travel money.
Yeah.
Right? And while she's doing that, the two of them are waiting in the waiting room on their phones.
Yeah.
And then one of them just goes to the other one, this is gas. Did you see?
You see this?
Ireland think they're from. Do you see these two gas fellas?
Yeah.
Geez, the fella with the kind of darker haired fella's very cute. You know, I love that might be one, and that they might have then followed us after that.
Yeah, so thanks
with
very
their
much.
big old knockers.
Yeah.
I love that idea, mate. That we're getting followed by lovely old cheeks, an old pair of old boobs.
Speaking of a pair of old boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was family life?
If you say Nicola,
well, I'm sure she's milking.
She is. I mean, I do feel bad sometimes. Like, if close friends come into the house, like, I do say to them, like,
be careful now.
Oh, no, I don't. I say the opposite. I say, do you want to see Nicola's old boobs? Because I must go out now. Do you know? And the thing about Nicola is she doesn't really care now at this moment. Like, it's amazing what happens. This is a good question.
Yeah.
Do you get awkward around breastfeeding women?
No.
No, but it's okay to say you do now, Ray. Genuinely, it's okay to say you do.
I'd be conscious of it, because the last thing when
you do the double take and then change the subject? Hey, whoa, did you see fucking Aero Rats bringing out new biscuits?
Yes, I do.
You won't believe that. And I find it on my phone without looking that way.
Yeah.
Is that what you do?
I find reasons not to look in the direction of the breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, but only out of respect and
it's out of respect for the cans.
For the can.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I don't want to be...
For the can holder.
The last thing you want to be doing is breastfeeding a child and then have your good friend Raymond sitting across from you going...
Yeah, so that's the thing. So
at you.
fellas can't... I used to get that before we had babies, right?
Yeah.
Where the second I saw a woman breastfeeding, you just go, oh, and you won't believe what happened, because I was down at the field and I'm not going looking over there again in my whole life.
But it's nothing to do with the breastfeeding. It's just from a very early age we were taught, don't be looking at women's cans.
Brilliant. And we'll get on to that now
That's
again in a couple minutes as well, because a very good friend of ours, she won't mind us. I'll just say her first name just in case she does mind. But me and Sarah had this conversation before as well.
Right.
But we'll get on to that in a sec. But the breastfeeding thing is, once you have babies then and you have your missus breastfeeds, you realised I couldn't give a shite. I don't care who sees them, and I don't care what other Diddy I ever see in my life ever again.
Right.
Like, if I was walking down the town
and you've seen a Diddy,
I wouldn't.
Has it changed Diddies for you?
It changed Diddies for you. Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
You have more respect for the Diddy. For sure. You have more respect for the Diddy, but you don't look it in the eye the same way you used to.
Right, okay.
You know?
Yeah, you don't look at it the same way.
Which is amazing, because they look better than they ever did. But, you know. But
so
you don't,
good,
like, it's
shape.
not. No, but I read out, come on now. I know, but the thing is, you don't, and like, Nicola doesn't really bat an eyelid at it either, really, too much. Like,
and what's Sarah say? I'm interested now in this.
Okay, so, we were talking about this because she's very intrigued by the Irish shame.
Oh, yeah. Is this about the saunas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we talk about this before?
I don't think... Oh, we talked about it with Carl Spain. He said that when he was over in Germany, he went into a sauna and everybody was in the nip.
Oh,
and he was shocked.
Yeah.
And Sarah has brought it up with me as well this week.
So it was brought up after that.
Yeah.
After that live show.
Yeah.
Which is amazing, actually. Anyway, but...
Germans are loving the nip.
I was trying to explain to her that we are just built on shame around our bodies.
Yeah.
You have to be ashamed of your body. You're rotten.
Yeah.
That's what Irish people, you know?
Yeah.
That's what we've been taught, like.
Yeah.
You're absolutely disgusting, all ye, and you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Yeah.
And then what happens then is we hit teenage years, 13, and we see a first Diddy. We can't believe what we're after seeing, and we get burst with beautiful emotion for a long time, feelings, and then plummeted back down to shame again.
Yeah.
By going, I can't believe I looked at those Diddies.
Yeah.
But on the contrary, when it comes to politics or anything to do with any social issues, we will talk wide open about anything.
That's true, yeah.
With Israel-Palestine right now, we talk wide open about.
Yeah.
We have no problem having public conversations about injustices or stuff that we perceive as injustices. So that both stems from the same thing. So it stems from our history. Number one, the shame comes from the Catholic Church and them telling us,
fair play to them.
If you enjoy yourself or in any other person in this country, we will whip you.
Yeah.
Right? And then on the other side then as well, we fought so long for our own political justice and freedom that we have no problem standing up then for the little man around the world when it comes to us, or ourselves for that matter. And that is such a recent history, in fact present in most, in a lot of situations.
That's quite a wide spectrum you have to draw in.
No, but that's what I mean. But that's what I drew from it. And she said where she's from in Germany, they will walk around Diddy House, no bother at all, and they won't bat an eye. Mickey House, it's very distracting for us because we're supposed to not look at them. We're expected to get a clip behind the ear for looking at a Diddy.
I've never seen your Mickey.
You've what?
I've never seen your Mickey.
But the thing is, I'd have no problem. Do you want to see it now?
No, I don't want to see it now.
This Patreon's about to get very interesting.
I know you a long time.
Oh, long is the word.
Long time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I've never seen your Mickey. I've never seen Brendan's Mickey.
Shut up. Brendan,
do you know, has any seen my Mickey?
No,
exactly.
After this show, we'll go in behind the curtain here, and we'll just poke it out through the curtain.
But it is a thing.
So there's no shame, and you have to guess the Mickey then. So how does that make sense? Only one of us.
I was very taken aback. You know when there used to be GAA and there used to be showers.
Yeah,
I couldn't.
That's the other thing as well. So
I'm like, no, I'll go home and have a shower at home.
Yeah, but so there's no shame around like the same sex. In the JA thing, you just take out your Mickeys.
Apparently it's very okay. You're just going and you just have a wee shower.
But like the thing is as well, like sure, you know, like you'd be 15, 16 playing like junior football.
Yeah.
You know, which is senior level, as in like it's back when I was young.
Yeah.
And like there'd be fellas going around with fucking.
There would be, and I'd get my bag and I'd go home.
They'd get their bag and they'd leave it up at the table. They'd get their bag and they'd dry it in front of your face.
You're right about the whole just aversion to it, whereas the Germans seem to be happy out.
But they cannot talk politically whatsoever.
No.
They cannot have any kind of open political conversation.
I don't know enough probably Germans to be able to say yes.
No, but this is the conversation I had with her about it. Like, and I was like, well, there you go, because it's just the opposite of what it is here. Like,
I think I prefer our way.
You think being ashamed of ourselves is better?
I think being ashamed of ourselves, but able to talk freely about other matters.
I prefer Diddy's.
You prefer,
I prefer Diddy's.
Okay.
I would prefer to be in Germany. Because the thing is,
I
say that, I promise you. What's it?
It's wonder more Irish people don't go on holidays to Germany to spas and things.
Now that I know that they're fucking so open. No, but the thing is, I mean, I know we're making jokes about it, but I promise you, I don't mean that in a creepy way. There's nothing like a pair of old Diddy's. Of course, we love Diddy's. They're two of my favourite things.
But you said only a little while ago that you're gone off them now.
No, I'm just saying that I don't look at them the same way. But the thing is, that's true, like, in general. Like, if I saw a pair of Diddy's now, I'd be like, geez, I love pairs of Diddy's, that's a pair of Diddy's. But I wouldn't be like, I can't wait to follow you one home, put her in the boot of a car.
I think we were conditioned.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not that fucking vicious, just like, or is it though either? No, it's not, I'm only joking.
I think we were conditioned a small bit.
Yeah, we are conditioned.
Yeah, the Sun has a lot to answer for. I know you're a big fan of that paper.
Sorry, I thought you meant the Sun and the Moon.
No, the Sun definitely. I just remember growing up, and there was always a young lady on the inside of the paper.
Yeah.
And you just be looking at it going,
Yeah, there was a young girl from Liverpool called Jennifer Ellison.
Oh,
do you remember her?
Yes.
I used to think she was absolutely smashing.
I answered that question far too quickly.
She did an interview recently where she said, do you know the first time I ever posed on one of those things, not nude now, but in lingerie?
Yeah, lingerie.
She was 16-year-old.
Oh, no,
Isn't that terrible? No, I was 12, so it didn't matter.
So you were fine together.
The people who put her in those papers, she was 16-year-old, you dirty perverts.
Yeah.
Disgraceful stuff. At the time, great for me. 16-year-olds were savage for me when I was 12. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, all of a sudden, now I'm not allowed to talk about it. No. Is he after getting sick?
Brendan's after, have anyone heard that? Brendan's after getting nearly sick abroad, licking the keys himself.
But come here, that's what I'm saying though. I genuinely think a pair of Diddy's means nothing. When I went to Spain as a teenager, young ones, it's the European continent. Yeah. Young ones were on the beach in their Diddy's. Mothers, like, no bother at all.
I never seen Spain before I was in my 20s. So
no, but I saw it when I was
very sheltered young
I couldn't believe
life.
it. And mother would go, stop looking at that.
Yeah.
And I'd be saying, shush, I'm going over chatting that one up. How are you going? Do you like football? You do. Do you know?
Right.
I'd love to be able to talk about politics openly and look at a pair of old Diddy's without feeling shame.
That is a future we'd all like to live in.
I mean, isn't that the Ireland we should all vote for in the upcoming election? Whatever politician out there can guarantee me two things.
Yeah.
An open discord, right?
On everything
open conversation about everything that matters and not being called too left or too right.
Yeah.
Okay? Just having an open conversation.
Yeah.
And Diddy's until the cows come home.
And the
Diddy's as far as the eye can see.
The banning of swimwear.
The banning of swimwear across the board. Take them out.
Take them out.
I'm going to have a side, take them out.
Yeah.
Remove
Speedo from the country.
Take them out, Who's, what political party do I follow for that, Brendan?
People Before Profit. They're all about it. Yeah.
God almighty.
We have to talk about the guest for the show. The tickets are for sale, by the way.
The tickets are for sale.
If you'd like to buy a ticket.
Can I talk to you about what's really going on inside Kendy's head in terms of this live show?
Yeah.
The reason I didn't want to do this live show is I wanted to have a big build up to the big one that we're announcing in February.
Yeah.
Okay.
Announced.
Well, it's announced. And
Valentine's Day.
I want you to go as
There's tickets
Valentine's
available
Day.
for that as well, isn't there? Not
No,
yet.
so
Thanks,
here's
Brendan.
but the thing is, I want you to go to the February one.
Yeah.
Of course.
But the way, because of the
I
strength of the
wanted a
Christmas one.
4-month build up to the February one.
All right.
It's the biggest live show we're ever going to do. As
Yeah.
in, it's in the Hawkswell Theatre.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to do the December one.
Yeah. So
We're
we
doing
get
the
to-
December one now.
Yeah.
And I'm finally on board in the last 2
Thank
weeks
God.
with us, right?
Only because we got Donegal Daddy.
We got Donegal Daddy in, who is one of my favourite people in the country.
Yeah.
And now I'm mad to do the live show on December 12th in the Garavogue at 8 o'clock.
Tickets are available.
The tickets are available.
3 fivers,
Donegal Daddy
I think.
is a father of 3 women, and I am the father of 2 women, and I can't wait to talk to him. Do you know what's going to happen at that?
You're
We're
just
just
gonna
going to
talk.
start hugging and kissing and crying.
I hope that doesn't happen because you know
That's
how,
what's gonna be an hour and a half.
awkward I get when there's extensive baby talk.
But you'll be standing there. I know.
you know,
yeah.
we're going to have
But
to put a
what
back
else? He's
touch.
called Donegal
I
Daddy.
know, but I want to talk to him about him before he was a daddy. I want to talk about that life. Who was he?
He was a musician.
He was. Let's find out about that. Do you know?
That's lovely, child. Let's talk to him about how mental raising young ones is.
No, sure, I would be out. I'll be out of that conversation.
But you can go home then. I don't give a
Right,
shit.
fine.
mate.
I'll leave it to the two of you.
This is a live show I didn't want to do anyway, so just let it be for me. I am so happy that it's Donegal Daddy. That's the guest. The tickets are now available.
Yeah.
If you go into our Instagram or if you just
Ticketmaster.
go Ticketmaster.ie and search for the Kendy Raybo podcast.
I have another question for you.
Go on.
Oh, we have to apologise.
Every time we're apologising.
Well, it was
to
out
someone.
late this week.
Oh, it's out late this week.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. I got what they call food poisoning.
Food poisoning.
We got it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Myself and Nicola got food poisoning from
Dodgy
the bad
chicken fillet roll.
Chicken fillet roll. Dodgy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying where. You'd love to say where we
I'd
got
love
it from.
to say where.
But we're not.
Yeah.
And
Because then we get a big bag of free chicken rolls off them.
you won't. And well, the thing is, you think I want more chicken rolls from
No,
that place?
probably not.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we both got food poisoning. We know it was food poisoning because like Ali wasn't sick and she would have eaten all the other meals with us, bar that one.
Yeah.
So Tuesday night kicked in.
Bad time for you.
Really bad. You couldn't even, like a sip of water would come back up straight
God,
away.
That's disgusting.
It was crazy.
I'm glad you got over it. And
So
then we missed your
eventually got
birthday
over it.
then. Happy birthday.
We missed my birthday. We were supposed to go for dinner, but I only ate for the first time
Yeah.
today.
Would you like some
Today
Swiss
is now
roll?
Thursday. Huh?
Would you like some Swiss roll?
I mean, I'll have some Swiss roll with you after this
Thank
for
you.
sure.
And we'll
Let's
go-
all sit down and have Swiss roll.
We'll do it. Which way did you say we want to do it? Harmonica.
I'm going to come at it like a harmonica.
Lovely.
Or we can come at it like the Lady and the Tramp if you want.
Oh, we can both eat
We'll
from
be
either
both
eye.
start eating. Let's see.
Yeah.
We'll beat in the middle then.
That's a nice
We'll have a
little-
big old chocolatey old kiss in the middle, the two of us.
That'd be nice, yeah.
How long have we been on? We have
I think
enough done.
that's- I think that's
We
about the
might
height
just
of
about
it.
have enough done.
Yeah.
Listen, we're back in the studio again, which is class. So a big thanks to Pixel Productions again. A big thanks to Brendan for flicking the keys off himself. And a big thanks to our sponsor, Maves.
And the Garavogue Bar.
Garavogue.
Yeah.
And also, I do want to say as well that...
Oh, I have a shout out as well before.
Oh,
we
you
go.
have a shout out
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, yeah.
No, I just want to say as well that we're going to try and keep it a bit more steady from now on. I know you've been a bit hit and miss,
yeah,
but I
hit
had a
and
little
miss.
baby and then I had the poisonous
Yeah.
inside me.
You had a lot of
So
things
we
wrong.
are going to stick with you. We're not getting slack. I promise you that. The
Yeah.
biggest thing you can do for us, and I really mean this, it's a Christmas show. It's
Yeah.
2 weeks before Christmas. We would genuinely love if you came out to the Christmas show.
That'd be great.
That would be unbelievable.
wear something Christmassy.
Wear something Christmassy.
Yeah.
And we give a prize out for the best Christmassy
Best
fella.
Christmas, yeah. We'll do a Ryan Tuberty on
We
it.
will.
And
We're going to be doing lots of Ryan Tuberty stuff. There'll be one for everyone in the audience.
Yes.
We're going to be getting on to all of them. Do you
Yes.
know what we're doing now as well, actually, lads? We're going down to an EJ's event.
Oh,
We
fancy
got invited
EJ's
to an
event.
EJ's event, the big Farah launch.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, well,
I probably have no business there because
all of my wardrobe is Farah
I know
from
you.
EJ's.
I know, but I'm trying to look my best for tonight now. A new pair of trainers.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we're going to go down to that event and get loads of free Farah stuff. That's all we want, like.
Before we go,
Go on.
I was asked just to give a shout out to a thing called Crack in Nutrition.
Oh, yeah.
Summerhill College Parents Association. This is a very local event.
Oh, it's very local.
Invite you to an evening of hearty laughs and healthy meal ideas. Have you any idea what this would look like?
It's a load of people pretending to enjoy healthy food.
Right. So
That's
we have,
otherwise killing them on the inside.
We have a gentleman by the name of Daniel Davey, and he's a performance nutritionist, and he's a BSc, MSc dip.
Right,
So,
okay.
that's his qualifications.
MSc, NBC.
Yeah, so-
what radio station is he on again?
He's not known. He's a performance nutritionist, but he is joined on the evening. And this is where he's the nutrition bit. You see, so
Who's the crack bit?
The crack is our favourite John Cleary.
Oh, brilliant.
And instead of BSc, MSc dip, under John's name they have stand-up comic.
Now,
Now.
not the same qualification.
I think they should have given John his accoutrements
I
as well.
think they should switch it around. Your man should try to stand up and get all your nutrition from John.
So I believe the two of them are going to talk about what you can eat to have the crack.
Yeah.
And it's on in the Summerhill College Auditorium. Now, it's €18 to go to it.
Yeah,
it's
but
dearer
sure.
than our live show. But
Well, it'll be
it's
worth
on,
it. Go on,
it's on the
Brendan.
6th of November at 8
6th
p.m.
November at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Yes, Brendan?
Can I add in a very important thing?
Go on.
Daniel Davy was the Dublin GA nutritionist and the Leinster rugby nutritionist.
Oh, he's a sports nutritionist.
So Daniel Davy was the Dublin GAA nutritionist
Yeah.
and Leinster Rugby's nutritionist.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy doesn't mess around. He
No.
actually knows what he's on about.
Yeah.
So when I made that shite joke about people just crying to each other, turns out none of that is true because he only breeds high-end athletes who enjoy their life.
Yeah, and I'd say John is just there to communicate what he's saying in a funny way.
Yeah, because we don't really... we don't translate very well when a dub is talking down to us.
No, we need a translator.
He's from Sligo.
Is he?
Oh, he's up
but
there with his big Dublin job, is it?
He spent time though in Dublin. So it's
He's
probably
big
wrong,
time
yeah.
up in Dublin, that fella.
I bet you're wearing his
He
Dublin
comes home
jacket.
every Christmas with a new jacket. Sick of your hole. Listen, thanks very much. Don't forget, if you want to watch this video from the lovely studio here at Pixel Productions in the ATU, you can do it on patreon.com/the Kendy Raybo podcast.
Yeah.
Ray, fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck.
It's roasting.
It is roasting.
It's so hot.
The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Maeve's Cozy Front Lounge and the Garavo.